A reading from the letter of Paul to the Philippians. Brothers and sisters, I pray always with joy in my every prayer for all of you, because of your partnership for the gospel from the first day until now. I am confident of this, that the one who began a good work in you will continue to complete it until the day of Christ Jesus. God is my witness, how I long for all of you with the affection of Christ Jesus. And this is my prayer, that your love may increase ever more and more in knowledge and every kind of perception, to discern what is of value, so that you may be pure and blameless for the day of Christ, filled with the fruit of righteousness that comes through Jesus Christ, for the glory and praise of God. The Word of the Lord.
Our second reading for this Sunday is taken from the letter of Paul to the Philippians. We have been reflecting on the mercy of God as an invitation for us to conversion, to a change of heart. We are changed not so much by fear, by terror, but the mercy that is shown to us. In the first reading from the prophet Baruch, the people who had sinned against God will experience God's mercy, something that they did not deserve. It just comes out of God's loving compassion, the fatherly love of God towards erring children. And so God will lead them out of the place of exile, will lead them home. And this is the work of God's mercy and justice. The mercy of God and the justice of God do not contradict each other. Because God is merciful, God is just, and gives to people what they deserve. But because God is just, God knows these are made of dust. And so God, remembering that, becomes merciful. Now, in the second reading, St. Paul reminds the Philippians that whatever growth they have experienced in their Christian life, it is because God has been merciful. It is God who has begun the good work in the Philippians. This is a good reminder to them and to us. If ever we are experiencing some progress in our spiritual life, in our life of discipleship, in our life of service and mission, let us not to be too quick to congratulate ourselves. Let not our Christian progress be an occasion for pride, for lifting ourselves up. No, we should remember it is God who takes the initiative. It is the merciful God who planted in our hearts the seeds of goodness, the seeds of all good intentions and all good works. Yes, but remembering God's gracious action in their lives, the lives of the Philippians, St. Paul now tells them, okay, do not be lax. Do not say, since God is merciful, okay, we can do whatever we want, we can be careless, and God will always take care of us. While God is merciful, the mercy of God should give us enough motivation, determination to become better, to transform ourselves, and needed to reform. That's why St. Paul promised the Philippians he would pray for them. God takes care of them, but we need to pray for each other so that love may grow, so that the Philippians may progress in holiness and in justice, so that they will have a rich harvest of acts of justice and righteousness, so that they may know their priorities in life and may set the right values when Jesus comes, St. Paul hopes, the Philippians will be the good and trusted servants who did not abuse God's mercy, who did not abuse the kindness of their Lord and Master, but will be found steadfast and productive, having a bountiful harvest of virtues. The more merciful God is, the more we should strive to turn to Him and to avoid occasions to be separated from Him.